Okay, hi guys. So I want to show you how to set up or how to plan our works on Azure DevOps. So first of all, let me explain the various areas you'll be working with. You'll be working on business sensor ERP projects and also on common library. Those are the two major areas you'll be working for now. On business sensor ERP, you can report bugs that we have currently, like all those bugs we have on the website. I want them migrated here. I'm going to show you a sample. And then on common library, the new features we're building, the report to start with, that will be in common library. Now, like I was explaining before, it's going to be in form of hierarchy. Everything will start from hold up, make this bigger. We'll start from features, and features are going to be parents of use cases, and then task. Features are going to be the big thing we need to do. Maybe there are other things under it. We'll make it feature first, and then under that feature, we'll now split out the various things we need to perform under each feature. In this case, feature is going to be something like you have this big job, and this big job has a lot of other tasks, and each task still has a lot of steps on that. So take for example what we want to do now, migrate all crystal report to DevExpress is a big feature, so we just name it like that. Now under each feature, under the feature, migrate crystal report to DevExpress, we'll now have various use cases. Example of a use case under this category will be invoice redesign. Another use case will be receipt redesign. Another use case will be pre-tertiary result redesign. Now under each of those ones, again, we're going to have tasks. Probably the person that we are going to assign the job to will design the task, or anybody could design the task. Maybe it could start from, move the old project from crystal report into the new one, open it, study it, start designing those stuff. So let's go into the practical. So now, like I said, is the bugs you put in business sensor ERP. So the report will be in common library. Let's dig in. Common library. Now we've opened it. You go to board, and then boards to make things fast. So that's the boards page. So like I said, we have to make features. So you go to that link and click features. To make things, just type what you want to do. Migrate all crystal reports to DevExpress. And you just click outside. So you can now do other things here if you want. It's new, yes. Let's see what we have there. You can edit the title if you want. Move to iteration, don't bother yourself with that. Now you can add stories. You can add tests for whoever will test it, or delete it. Don't bother with branch. Branch has to do with the code. So you can add story from here. But I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to change to story. to show you how to do that. Now, this is unassigned yet. So it's a feature, so it's the use case that we're going to assign to different people. So if you want to edit this further, maybe to add detail or add some links, or maybe we've written some Google Docs that you want to link, click, and then you can start typing. We are migrating all projects, all Crystal reports to .NET Framework 4.5, and it's going to be presented as a multi-platform service. Okay, so you can set priority if you want. Yeah, it has high priority, no doubt. Then no need of assigning this to anybody yet. All these ones are also there. You can add a link, like here, you can add link. So maybe we've written something in Google Doc, you can attach it there. And as we continue to work on the Google Doc, of course, you know, it's a link. Once whoever is looking at this task, this picture, clicks the link, is going to see the new state of the document. So you see everything works together. Then you can attach your pictures there. So let's just save that. So it's still here. Now let's add use case. We switch back to story. We add let's say invoice redesign. We have some Dev Express invoices before, so you can say pre-sale report. A4, because we have more than one invoice redesign, so we have it, and then you can let's see what we can do there. You can add other things, you can add tasks, you can add bugs. You see, it's an hierarchical stuff. It's not telling us to add feature because feature is a parent. We can open it and come here, related work. Click add link, existing. We're trying to connect to the feature now. Type is going to be parent. And then come here and look for that feature. Migrate all Crystal reports to Dev Express. You can add comment if you want, and then OK. So they are linked. You can also link it to another parent if you want. So all this is to make sure we are finishing whatever we're going to start, and we're able to estimate how long. Okay, you can add to child, different stuff. You can add to test later. So because we are going to be testing everything critically. And then you could do everything you need to do. You see, we now have link. And we said, now concerning you to assign to, let's open that again. We need to assign to someone. So you say you didn't see Ken yesterday. If you type somebody and you didn't see, you are free to click on search. And you can see, once you click search, it's going to search out that person. So, now when we're ready to start work, we can drag to active, and we know the work should be started. We can add task for whoever will be adding task. Give a name to the task. So the old Crystal report. Step out, and then you can edit. It will pop up and show the same box. So you don't need to do linking here again, unless you want to. Type whatever you need to do, step 1, step 2, and all that. And then you save if you want. Now add another task. Design the dev express equivalent, or copy a similar dev express. It's similar, or let's make it short like that. Design the equivalent. Design the dev express equivalent. Now I'm going to take this out. Step out, and I'm going to edit. On the description, I can say design new, or copy a similar dev express, a similar existing dev express report, and modify. Save. So once whoever is doing the job, once the person is done, he can come back here and click the once it's done. Click once it's done. So I'm going to uncheck now. So all these things will come out together as percentage job completion later. You can add new work item, maybe receipt, Crystal report receipt. Same thing. So just build it up like that, and we're good to go. Now you will notice use case is also the parent of bugs. So let's switch project. To switch project, you just click Azure DevOps up there, and then go to Business Sensor ERP. Then we can now have, so go back to boards. Then let's just do this use case because we're just reporting bugs. So let's say client reported errors. I think that time we have categories of errors. Let me see what we have. I think there's a script slowing down the site, I noticed yesterday. We need to check that. Okay, so let's see, we have post an application issue, or we have application issue list. Okay, let's see application issue list. Okay, we have that. We have error or to do, suggestions. Great. So we can have it in that order: error, to do, and suggestions. So this is supposed to be affected clients. So we have client reported errors, client suggestions. So let's say client reported errors. We can also have test team reported errors. We can have client requested suggestions stroke features. Even if it's a feature that the client is asking for, is going to be use case here. You don't need to create feature for that. Then we can also have team suggested features. Now what else do we have here? To do features, to do error. Okay, error features. Okay, maybe we have some outstanding stuff and the old stuff. You can say to do list. Now here, these are errors, right? So definitely most things are going to be bugs. So just add bug. Client reported error. Let me see one there. Error, and it's related to a client, right? Optimal purchases not posted to vendor ledger. Add bug. Now click on the link and then go back there again. Pick this story. So now let's look at this. This is very important. Repo step means the steps whoever is going to work on it will pass through to locate that error. You cannot fix any error if you cannot reproduce it on your system. So this is where you'll specify the detail of what you did to reproduce that problem. It will come in form of maybe step 1, do this, step 2, open this area, click that button, like that. Now here you put the description, system information. So let me see what we have here. Okay, this is a client. We still need to include that client. It's reported by and then we say, so the bug is there. So when we want to start working on it, we drag it there. When we resolve it, we put it there. Once it's tested and done, we put it there. So that's how it goes. That's bug. Tests. Team report error. So those are errors you notice in-house. Those are errors you notice in-house. Error that does not have anybody attached to it. So I think most times, okay, we still have remark. Most times the ledger posts correctly, but sometimes it doesn't. So you may still want to put that there so that whoever is working on it will know the extent of what it needs to do. Okay, so any error that we have here that does not have any client attached, that will be team bug. So I believe with all this, you can start working on something. Thank you.